Today we see if you could use Ratchet's Walloper. I'm your host Ninja and this is the series with theories.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find.
This is part 1 of 2 videos, by the way. Part 2 will be on screen now. Next week, probably. There will be a link down in the description, and there will be an annotation on screen. I was playing through Ratchet & Clank 1 again the other day, and I started thinking about one of the less talked about weapons in the game. The morph gun. Wait, no, that's from the Jack games. The Walloper. In my unending quest for knowledge, I decided to go to the Ratchet & Clank wiki and ended up at the trivia section about the Walloper weapon, and found out that according to Secret Agent Clank, the game, not the actual character, one punch can make a hole in a brick wall so big you can fit a spaceship through it, which might not be as simple as you think. To break one single brick, you need kinetic energy equal to a bullet from an M16 rifle, which is roughly 1,325 joules. But we're talking about a brick wall, not a brick. But firstly, how big does this hole in the wall have to be? How big is a fighter jet or spaceship? All jets are different sizes, obviously, but the smallest airworthy fighter jet, according to Wikipedia, is roughly 1.28 meters tall and 6.55 meters across. So assuming the spaceship, which as you can see from the game are just futuristic fighter jets, the hole made must be at least 8.384 square meters. An average brick is about 6.5 centimeters or 0.065 meters tall, and 21.5 or 0 centimeters or 0.215 meters across. So let's work out something quite interesting using those figures. We can work out that the front of an average brick is 0.013975 square meters. That wasn't the interesting part, although if you found that interesting, then it was the interesting part. You're welcome. By dividing the area of the hole by the area of the brick, we can work out that we actually need about 600 bricks. But when I counted the bricks on my house in a similar sized area, I only counted about 400 bricks. So I decided this was because of the mortar taking up space in between bricks. So just to make it fair, I went with 500 bricks as an average. An M16 rifle that I mentioned earlier shoots 12-gram bullets at the speed of about 470 meters per second. This is the speed of the bullet in mid-air, not while in the barrel, as the speed changes between it being shot and it stopping, obviously. But the Walloper definitely isn't 12 grams. In fact, an average fabric boxing glove is around 400 grams, and this is not your average boxing glove. So how fast does it travel when used? The clip you can see on the screen right now shows Ratchet using the Walloper from when he starts moving to when he stops. The animation when he pulls his hand back has been cut out of it because at that point he's not actually using the Walloper. By slowing down this clip, we can see that the full action takes about 0.43 seconds. Now we have to work out how far Ratchet covers in that time. By looking at this new clip, you can see that Ratchet moves from the start of the wooden floor to the beginning of the centerpiece. As you can see from the diagram, the distance is about 3.5 times longer than Ratchet's height, and Ratchet is 1.524 meters tall according to the wiki, as of Deadlocked, or Gladiator depending on where you live. So if Ratchet travelled 5.334 meters in 0.43 seconds, we can calculate that he's actually travelling at 12.25 meters per second on average. Finally, we need to find out how much energy is needed to break not one brick, but a wall. Since we know 1,325 joules will work for one brick, we just have to work out how much more is needed. In a correctly sized rectangle of 15 bricks by 10 bricks, that's 15 across and 10 up, we can use Pythagoras' theorem to work out that the furthest distance from the midpoint to the corner is 18 bricks diagonally. So the Walloper needs to basically have 18 times more kinetic energy than the bullet would when it breaks one brick. 18 times 1325 is 23,850 joules of energy. That isn't the final point though. By rearranging the equation that is used to find out kinetic energy, we can actually work out that the Walloper is 2.7357 kilograms. Wait, no. 273.57 kilograms. This means that without breaking a sweat, Ratchet can lug around a large dwarf sperm whale on one hand. In fact, the world record for a deadlift is 500 kilograms, but since that's with both hands, it basically requires one hand to be able to lift 250 kilograms, which means that Ratchet would beat the deadlift world record holder and wouldn't even need to put it back down until he realizes how many better weapons he has. Fun fact, the Walloper actually weighs about the same as 700 regular boxing gloves. So there you have it. If you want to pick up a Walloper, you only need to be stronger than the deadlift world record holder. Now, using it is a different matter, but we'll discuss the effects of using the Walloper in part 2. As I said earlier, when the video goes live, there will be a link to part 2, both in the description and on the screen right now. Make sure you go and watch part 2 to find out more about using the Walloper in real life, unless it isn't public yet, in which case subscribe to the channel so you're notified as soon as you can watch it. Although, subscribe anyway, because then you can stay up to date with all my future videos, even if part 2 is already out. And comment down below if you've got anything to add, if you think any of my math was wrong. It might have been. I did question myself a few times, so I'm not 100% sure that the methods I used were correct, but it was the best thing I could think of. So, thanks all for watching. See ya.